The US car market might be even more cooked than we thought, and it goes beyond just cars that drive on water. This little electric Chinese crossover has the entire car market shaking. Why? Well, it costs less than $10,000. And the crazy part is that it's actually a good car. This is the BYD Seagull, the brand's most affordable car, and as you can tell, it's a similar size to a Nissan Leaf or a Chevy Bolt. But of course, it's about a third of the price. The base level active trim gets over 190 miles of range, and it only costs $9,700 US. The top of the range flying trim gets over 250 miles of range, and it costs only $12,000 US. The interior ain't too shabby either. You get this nice 10-inch rotating touchscreen that controls most of the car's functions, and you even get a little gauge cluster screen, unlike a Tesla Model 3. But the most impressive part, and why all these car companies are taking notice, is that BYD is actually turning a profit on these cars. Didn't know brands like Rivian, Lucid, Fisker, they all take a loss every time they sell a vehicle. And trust me, they're selling a lot fewer cars than BYD. Catch, of course, is that the Seagull, just like all other BYD cars, is not available in North America. You can buy them all over Europe and Asia, but not yet on our shores. I read some of my comments, and from what I can tell, a lot of people would appreciate an affordable, no-nonsense EV. If this ain't that, I don't know what is. So my question to you, would you buy a $10,000 Chinese EV?
In a flipping heartbeat, bro. 10 G's. Think about it. You're almost getting slightly less range than what you get in a Tesla, but less the price. I know some people have this notion that EV cars from China are bad quality, but you'd be surprised. Let's take a step back. If you even look at some of the products that you have at home, you'll be surprised. Even the iPhone itself, components of it are actually made in China. So if an iPhone, which is a premium product, is built there, why are we complaining about how Chinese products are low quality and terrible? These days, when you see the price of EVs coming from Europe, like the ones that Porsche is making, Mercedes, Audi, have you seen the entry pricing for Rivian? I mean, let's check this out actually. The Rivian is starting at $71,700. And this is just the starting price. And this car goes all the way up to $101,000. Now, I'm obviously not comparing apples to apples because I'm taking the cheapest BYD and I'm taking also the highest priced American EV, and I'm comparing them. That's not fair. There's another one that China has available. It's called the Xiaomi U7. The Xiaomi starts at 215,000 yuan, which is approximately 40,000 Canadian or 30,000 USD, basically. Let's round it up for the standard trim. While the Pro trim will set buyers back by 245,000, basically 34,000 USD. And the most expensive trim, 299 yuan, which is 42,000 US dollars, bro. By the way, the Xiaomi SU7 is actually pretty good.
Behind me is a Xiaomi SU7, and this is one of the most impressive vehicles from China. This makes 673 horsepower, can do 497 miles on a charge. It can go 10 to 80% in 20 minutes, and because it's all-wheel drive, the 0 to 60, 2.7 seconds. You get drilled Brembo brakes, you have sticky Michelin tires, and you get air suspension to keep you comfortable. You also get an active wing here in the back, you get a lot of space here in the front, and a lot in the back with even more under there. And inside I get this gigantic glass roof, speakers in my headrest, bucket seats that are heated and ventilated. I have a touchscreen that works super fast, 2 wireless charging pads, physical AC controls. I can adjust my wing, adjust my suspension. I get storage in here, tons of storage space under here. I have an augmented reality head-up display, a camera to make sure I don't fall asleep, and a boost mode. I also have an area to mount a GoPro, and my screen can do this. I get good space in the back, built-in cup holders. I have storage space right here and a built-in cooler. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that this is $41,500 US dollars, the fact that they make an ultra version that beat a Taycan around the Nürburgring, or the fact that this is the first car this company's ever made.
Bro, I can't even lie to you. If that Xiaomi U7 came here and there was a Tesla on the side there and a Rivian, I'm taking the Xiaomi any day.
Shut up and take my money.
The subsidies, we can't deny, the government of China has been providing subsidies to these Xiaomi, for sure. It's no secret. But at the end of the day, when you look at the car for what it is, the car is built so well. You get Napa leather trim. You get some of the best tech features inside the car for a fraction of the price of what a Tesla would cost.
Oh my God! Wow!
This is why I understand why America and Europe are also putting tariffs to make sure that they can keep their own domestic markets protected. And then you have these American manufacturers, they're not really doing much with the car. They're not trying to invent, they're not trying to innovate.
You ain't done shit.
These guys are just saying, hey, put tariffs on these Chinese EVs so that you can protect us, avoiding them from being bankrupt because they can't find people to buy their cars that seem to be overpriced but with less features, but the Chinese EVs are coming with more features that are underpriced. And just for comparison's sake, let's look at some of the features that they put that is justified for that $71,000 price tag.
Things that the Rivian R1T has that your car does not. A gear tunnel in between the cab and bed of the truck, a powered frunk, a rotating charge port lid that opens with a tap and closes with one too. A bird chirping lock sound that also flashes the front light bar. Take another listen. A carabiner key fob. A Bluetooth speaker that can be removed from the car's center console and also doubles as a portable lantern. A power tonneau cover. An air compressor to inflate the tires. A flashlight in the door pocket. And 4 electric motors, one for each wheel, that combine to make 800 horsepower.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man.
Now, granted, some of those are not too bad if you're going to take this off-road. Maybe the torch can come in handy and the air compressor. But really, a feature that opens up the hood, a chirping noise, a carabiner for a key. This is where I'm putting all my money towards. That's why they're depreciating like heavy. No one's trying to splurge all this money just to get an EV that does basic stuff and costs like an arm and a leg.
Imagine only paying $25,000 for a car with butterfly doors. There are some things that China just does better than the United States, and we just got to admit it. I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't heard of the company called BYD. BYD means Build Your Dreams, and it is a Chinese EV company that was manufacturing and making batteries since 1995. In the last quarter of 2023, it had more sales than Tesla. Even one of Ford's old chief executives said that the reliability and the quality of Chinese vehicles have increased significantly within the last 10 to 12 years. Chinese vehicles are taking over the European scene, especially because they have the supply chain issues down. They can make and manufacture a whole bunch of EV vehicles extremely quick. And they also have the price down as well, so it's an affordable electric vehicle. BYD is at the forefront of this, Build Your Dreams, and they are creating vehicles that are impeccable, extremely reliable, and the build quality is top notch. And that's coming from one of Ford's chief executive.
One of Ford's chief executives said that.
I don't like talking about the competition so much, but I drive the Xiaomi. We flew one from Shanghai to Chicago, and I've been driving it for 6 months now, and I don't want to give it up.
China has significantly taken a huge leap in terms of innovation, in terms of design, in terms of practicality and reliability of what consumers want. The rest of the market needs to catch up. Listen, don't lie. Put your comments down below. Would you buy it? I don't know. I'm kind of convinced. The only thing I don't like is maybe the little light, but I think I might be able to, I might be like convinced to sway the other way.
Behind me is the Zeekr 001, and it's an electric performance wagon from China. It can charge from 10 to 80% in just 20 minutes. It gets 440 miles on a charge on China's government standards, which would equate to about 390 to 400 miles here in America. It's all-wheel drive, and it makes 789 horsepower, so the 0 to 60, 3.2 seconds.
Jeez.
In the back, I'm gonna get this built-in wing, and because it's a wagon, you get a lot more space than a sedan. And if someone parks too close to you, I can pull the car out automatically.
What?
Inside, you get a glass roof that I can adjust in different quadrants. I have speakers in my seat that go right into my ears. My seats are gonna be heated, ventilated, and massaging. My touchscreen is gonna work super, super fast. I have a wireless charging pad, this cool shifter, a head-up display, digital display, a camera to make sure I don't fall asleep, and a sound system by Yamaha. You know, the same company that makes guitars, pianos, and help tune the LFA. And it has built-in AI. I can just look at a door, say close it, and it'll know which one I'm talking about. Fun, man.
好的，关闭车门。
Fun, man.
好的，关闭车门。
What?
In the back, I get good space, storage space in my armrest. I have hidden cup holders. I can recline. I can move my front seat forward for extra space right here. And I also get more speakers in my rear seats. And this car costs $45,000.
No. No, bro. 45,000. A car that looks like it has a blend between the Porsche Macan and Lamborghini Urus from the back. This is why the American market and European market are scared. And I think this is where the Chinese market has really unveiled the secret trick that we've all been plagued with. That you can literally get a premium quality car without having to break the bank. Now, granted, the car comes with its own language in Chinese, but I've seen some manufacturers who are actually working on softwares that actually translate from Chinese to English or whichever language you wish to have it. That's no problem. This is why the government is pushing so hard to avoid these cars coming here in North America, bro. So I've never seen this. This is crazy, but imagine your car driving on water. This would have been a great car to have, like in, if you've watched 2020, is it 2012? And let's say if you were trying to get away from someone and the only way you can do it is just jumping into the water, this would probably be the best vehicle to have at that moment in time. Think about how many people have driven over the cliff and onto the river, or some people who've driven their car into the water. You wouldn't have to worry about your car being flood damaged by this. Look at this. Jesus, it looks like it's about to sink the whole car inside. Now, granted, I was told that it can do this for about 30 minutes, but then after that you need to take the car out. But 30 minutes is still good. It closes the windows and then it opens the sunroof just so that you can get some air. Oh my God, they're like pretty much using it like a boat. $150,000 for this car, I think I'll do it. Over the Cybertruck, any day. The Cybertruck is almost like a gimmick. Now, let's see if this car can go off-road like the Cybertruck. Not bad, look at that. Not bad at all. Even most gas-powered cars can't even do this terrain. But this is doing this and it's an EV. I'll just call it a hybrid because it has like a generator. But that's impressive. I'm just saying, Chinese EVs have come a long way and it's time that we might consider them a big player in the near future when it comes to vehicles. Hey, I don't know about you, that's just me. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Would you even cop one of these cars? What are your thoughts about it coming to the market? Leave your comments down below and let me know. But other than that, if you guys like the video, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.